Imagine waking up tomorrow with a simple but daunting task. You have to make $1,000 in the next 30 days, but you have no cash, no job, and taking out a loan is strictly off the table. How do you do it? Meet Sam. Right now, he is looking at his empty bank account and calculating how many days of groceries he has left. He's staring at a gap in his finances that he has no idea how to fill. That feeling of being stuck is a familiar human experience. If we rewind to 1930, the Great Depression was in full swing. Finding work was a struggle for millions. Men stood in this exact breadline, hoping for a single meal, dealing with absolute economic devastation. While massive crowds gathered outside employment agencies begging for a wage, an author named F.C. Miniker published a book making a highly unusual claim. Miniker wrote that generating wealth is a mechanical skill you can learn, completely independent of the broader economy. We are going to extract the 6 concrete rules from Miniker's writing and apply them to the present day. We will use them to help Sam build a real, thriving income from scratch. Generating money relies on a structural, repeatable process. Once you learn the steps, you can apply them in any environment. Rule number 1 is simple. Every problem is a business. Sam looks out his window and notices his elderly neighbors struggling to make video calls or use modern payment apps. Most people would just see this as a minor annoyance. Sam sees a need. He offers to visit them for 2 hours a week to teach them how to use WhatsApp and payment apps, charging a small, affordable monthly fee. That leads directly to rule number 2. Sell first, build later. Let's say Sam loves to cook and decides to start delivering homemade lunches. This diagram shows 2 ways to start. The risky path involves buying expensive kitchen equipment, cooking a huge batch of food, and hoping someone buys it. The much safer path is to send a text message to 10 friends, asking if they would buy a home-cooked lunch delivered tomorrow. If even 5 people say yes, Sam has proof that his neighbors are actually willing to pay for his cooking before he spends a single dime on new supplies. He knows for sure the idea works with 0 financial risk. A legitimate business comes to life the exact moment a customer commits to paying for your solution, completely detached from how much inventory you hold. When you trade your hours for an hourly wage, you are battling a physical limit. There are only 24 hours in a day. That clock puts an absolute, unmoving ceiling on your earnings. Rule number 3 breaks that ceiling. Sell expertise, not time. If Sam knows how to organize spreadsheets or edit short videos, he can offer those specific outcomes to multiple small businesses. He gets paid for the final product, multiplying his income while working fewer total hours. Once Sam has a client, he needs rule number 4. Focus on the customers you already have. Let's imagine Sam gets hired to paint a client's living room. He finishes the job, collects his pay, and walks away. Let's rewind that timeline. The smarter approach is to put that client on a calendar. 6 months later, Sam calls them back to offer a quick touch-up service after the rainy season. He secures a new job from an existing relationship. This chart shows why that follow-up call is so crucial. It takes roughly 5 times less energy and time to provide a service to someone who already knows and trusts you, compared to the effort of finding a brand new customer. Consistent income grows from carefully tending the relationships you have already established, rather than endlessly hunting for new clients. Rule number 5 keeps this manageable. Start small, think big. Think back to Sam's home-cooked lunch delivery. Massive global companies share this exact origin. McDonald's began as a single, unglamorous roadside food stall. They started with tiny, proven steps before building an empire. This brings us to rule number 6, the core engine of the entire system. Create value, and you will never need to ask for a price. An average freelancer receives a video editing task, makes the cuts, and sends it back. Sam, however, returns the edited video and includes advice on how to design a better thumbnail to get more clicks. By giving the client more than they expected, Sam makes their life easier. When clients see that their success is your priority, they willingly offer higher pay to keep you around. What feels like a lack of money is almost always a lack of action. Pick one small problem you see around you today and figure out how to solve it. Being useful to others is the truest form of currency. Stop waiting for the perfect economy, start fixing problems, and you can write your own paycheck from scratch.